From Farmers Branch City Hall, this is Council Recap here on FBTV. Hello again, everyone. I'm Jeff Brady, and we're reviewing the latest City Council meeting held here in Farmers Branch on Tuesday, May 3rd, 2022. Now, we're bringing you a concise summary of the agenda from that meeting, and during the next few minutes, hopefully, we're going to provide a little more context to let you know exactly what happened here at City Hall. Now, although not typically included in our recap of the meeting, there were several important items that were discussed during the study session, one of which we want to mention. An update was provided by Parks and Recreation Director Mike Mashburn on a possible bond election that could be set later this year in November. Now, this bond would provide major improvements to more than a half dozen facilities in Farmers Branch, including Farmers Branch Park, Squire Park, and the Community Recreation Center. Mayor Dye himself explained this issue and its long-reaching implication for the city.
So where we're at with this bond package is council has gone back, and what we've asked them to do is better identify the costs that we're looking to roll out. The intent behind this is to improve a lot of our assets, most notably our parks, the Branch Connection, the Nature Preserve, and we at the city have put an emphasis on doing things the right way, striving for excellence. And what this bond package is going to allow us to do, assuming the residents pass the bond, should council put one forward, is for them to say, yes, we believe in all of this. But the benefit of this bond package is it impacts the entire city. It's not just one area, it's citywide, different focus group, different interest groups. And hopefully it's a little bit of something for everybody that has lasting change and assets that have not seen change in a very, very long time. And so it's important for not only me and council to provide this opportunity to our residents to potentially make this lasting, impactful change in a broad scope of our community. I don't believe that this bond will be more than, on the absolute high end, $13.5 million, which council believes is something we could absorb into next year's budget and would have the impact of 1 cent. But where council's going, the strength of the city, the strength of our financials, we believe this is something we're going to be able to absorb and hopefully still give some relief to our community in the future.
And moving on, here are the consent and regular agenda items that were discussed during the City Council meeting. Agenda item H1 was to approve the meeting minutes from the April 19th regular City Council meeting. Agenda item H2 was to consider approving the establishment of boundaries for a cultural arts district here in Farmers Branch. Agenda item H3 was to consider authorizing an agreement with SYDH Dallas in an amount not to exceed $51,400 for installation, maintenance, and removal of annual holiday lighting. Agenda item H4 was to consider amending the city's Code of Ordinances by repealing Article 2 of Chapter 34, Erosion and Sedimentation Control, and by amending Article 11 of Chapter 34, Stormwater Discharge from Construction Sites, and adopting regulations governing stormwater management. And then agenda item H5 was to consider amending the city's Code of Ordinances, Chapter Buildings and Building Regulations, Article 1, to allow murals and adopting certain mural regulations. And our City Council voted unanimously to approve all of these consent items. In the public hearing portion of the meeting, agenda item I1 was to consider rezoning approximately 5 acres located at 4707 Alpha Road from light industrial to planned development district number 107 zoning district, allowing multifamily residential development with structured parking garages and establishing related development standards. And the council voted unanimously to approve this item. Agenda item I2 was to consider rezoning approximately a 1-acre tract of land located at 3940 Spring Valley Road from light industrial to planned development district number 106 zoning district to allow one-family attached townhome residential development as a permitted use and establish related development standards. And here too, the council voted unanimously to approve this item. Agenda item I3 was to consider adopting a specific use permit for a massage business or chiropractor clinic on an approximately 0.24 acre property located at 2700 Valley View Lane. And here on this particular item, the council voted 4-1 to ultimately approve this item. Agenda item J1 was to receive an economic development update, which was provided in the form of a video. And agenda item J2 was to consider authorizing the city manager to execute a professional services agreement with Stantec Consulting Services to prepare a citywide comprehensive plan and to amend the budget to include this expense. Now, Deputy Director of Planning Sharupa Sen took a moment to provide some context on this proposal.
So it's a very exciting time for the planning department as well as the city as a whole, because we are embarking on this journey that's going to be with us for like 15 plus months, called the New Comprehensive Plan. As you might know, we are unique in the sense that we have 3 area-based plans, the West Side, Central, and East Side comprehensive plans. However, the West Side plan, being the oldest, adopted in 2003, is in desperate need of an update, along with the other plans that sometimes feel piecemeal and not coordinated, and the city as a whole doesn't feel a unified entity. So the goal of this comprehensive plan is to combine all the existing plans into one comprehensive document, however with a focus on redevelopment and infill, and also a focus on implementation, because we want this plan to be realistic, implementable, and actionable, where it does not just sit on a shelf as it is usual with other type of plans. So we selected, the City Council selected a consultant to do the study. They are called Stantec INC. They're a national firm. They're a national planning engineering firm, and they are partnering with K Strategies for their public engagement component, and they will be helping staff with the study.
The council voted unanimously to approve this item. And agenda item J3 was to award a contract to Phoenix One Restoration and Construction for the Historical Park Log Structure Disassembly Project. And Parks and Recreation Director Mike Mashburn provided a summary of this. And here again, the council voted unanimously to approve this item. And that'll do it for Council Recap. Now, as a reminder, every regular meeting of the Farmers Branch City Council can be seen live here on FBTV, that is Spectrum Channel 16 in Farmers Branch, AT&T UVerse Channel 99 throughout the Metroplex, or you can find it online at farmersbranchtx.gov. And this meeting was also streamed, as always, live on Vimeo and YouTube. Now, this particular program, Council Recap, will be made available every day at approximately 10 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. here on FBTV. And the full City Council meeting will also be available for viewing 7 days a week here on this channel at 6 p.m. In the meantime, the next regular meeting of the City Council will be held May 17th, 2022, starting at 6 p.m. here at Farmers Branch City Hall. Please note, as a reminder, that all of our meetings are subject to change from time to time, so check the city's website for updates or call us at City Hall at 972-247-3131 for more information. Until then, I'm Jeff Brady, and you are watching continuing coverage of the Farmers Branch City Council on FBTV. Please stay here.